Hi friends, welcome back to Busy Girl Budgets. My name is Mallory and I live in New Mexico with my husband and our 2 dogs. So if you're interested in all things money or savings related, then please. First things first, we're going to count the cash for this week's cash stuffing. We are working with $960 and I'm so excited because I have this new calculator that I got from Temu. And it is just so aesthetically pleasing to look at, and also like just the way that it sounds is like so good. So we'll use the calculator to count the cash today. So 960 is what we're working with. So we have 1, 2, 3, 400, 50, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83. So 320s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So 180 in tens. Fives, I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 960, and that is correct. Awesome. Let's get this looking nicely really quick. All right, so my handy dandy calculator, very cute. All right, we're gonna move this off to the side. And before we get into the wallet unstuffing and stuffing, I have new nails on today. So I'm really excited about these. They're cute. I was a little bummed because I wanted to stagger the ones that have the like cow print on them, but they didn't fit my nails. I have pretty small nails, and so I have like the smallest possible and like the fourth biggest on my thumb. So I have to use all the small ones. I wasn't able to stagger them, but they're still cute. I love them. So these were like $6.99, I think. And they should last me about 2 weeks. I've been getting at least 2 weeks, maybe longer, out of my press-ons. So, okay, so now we'll move into my wallet, and I don't have anything to unstuff. The only thing I have money left in is fun money, and this I roll over. So I have $20 from last week that I didn't spend. So we'll get into that in a second, and then I need to empty my change. So, grab my big piggy bank here. I have a ton of quarters because my brother asked me for a couple ones to go to the car wash, and I gave it to him, and then he got the quarters, and then he still needed more money, so he just gave me back the quarters. So I don't know. So there's at least $2 in quarters in here. Whoops. Okay, so that is it for my coins. My owl piggy bank is getting pretty heavy. Like the strap might break, so I might have to go empty that. Maybe I'll just start the new year fresh. Okay. Now, I just use a regular wallet for my day-to-day spending, and I have these little dividers in there. So for groceries this week, if you've seen my other videos, you know I don't stuff a lot of cash for groceries because I do pickup, and that's after I like shop my freezer, shop my pantry, meal plan, all of that. So I'm keeping 60 in my account for pickup, and I'm not going to end up needing to get like anything this week because my mother-in-law gave me just like a bunch of stuff because they're about to go out of town. And she's like, I don't want it to go bad. So pretty much all I have to buy every week is produce anyway, or like milk, bread, eggs, and then fresh stuff because I buy all of our meat in bulk at Costco. So I really don't think I need very many things this week. So maybe we'll have some left. So we have 10 in cash for groceries. Dining out is getting 50. 20, 40, 50. Personal is getting the usual 10. Fun money, I'm adding 20 for myself, so now I have 40. Shopping is getting 20. This is like my clothing envelope mostly. And miscellaneous is getting 10 as usual. And then I'm also going to put 20 to the side for my husband. This is his fun money. And I'm actually going to be changing up a few things. I got new envelopes for my sinking funds. So I'm going to have a few new categories. So one of the main things that my husband spends his fun money on, like almost exclusively, is Pokemon cards. He's like super into it with a group of his friends and my brother. And so I want to start like a little sinking fund for that because I just think that's his hobby and he should have his own envelope for that. So we're going to do that. So this is it for my wallet. And I'm going to take a sip of my tea that my husband made me because my throat's kind of bugging me. But I wish I could show you my cup, but I can't because my tea will spill. But it's from Disneyland. Just trust. It is very cute. Okay. Thank you. So next, I'm going to go into my high priority binder, this black one. And like I said before in my other videos, I did order new envelopes. They all have this font and they did come in, and I'm not going to start using them though until January, but before like end of December, I'll do a video with all of my new setup. So I do have it in, so that's exciting. Okay, I already went through and updated all my trackers. So in pets, I'm going to be adding 60, and I'm going to do 50 and a 10. So now pets has 50, 70, 90, 110, 120. Okay. Household is going to get 20. I'm going to do 2 10s just because I have a lot of 10s. Okay. And that's all that it has. I spent what was in here on Bath and Body Works Candle Day. Let me tell you, never regret a purchase. Never. My house smells so good. Car maintenance. Last week, this had over $1,700 in it, and the car has been repaired. So that's gone. So we're starting over. It's a little bit sad, but at the same time, I'm glad I saved up for it. So that's good. So car's getting 20, and that's all that it has. And I got a new envelope for this that's car repairs. So it's a little, this is very vague. Maintenance is very vague. So it's going to be car repairs. Michigan is going to get 20. And I'm actually going here in February. I don't know if I've mentioned that. We always go up in the summer, but I am going to go in February to see my parents. Just because I cannot go like more than 6 months without seeing them. So even though we go up every summer, I usually fly up in between just to spend a little time there. So my flight's already paid for. I used points. It cost me like $20. So in Michigan, I have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. And honestly, when I go there, I just like hang out with my family. It's not like I spend a bunch of money. So at least when I go just for a week, but in the summertime, we do extra stuff. So that's what this is for. Vacation or my Disney envelope. I should have gotten an envelope that was just strictly Disney because your girl loves Disney. And by the way, I got the absolute cutest dress for my Disney trip. It was on the Loungefly website. And I got it on Black Friday, and thank goodness for my sister-in-law for sending this to me because I never would have even seen it. This dress was $150, on sale for $35. The quality is awesome. It is so cute. It's like Disney dessert themed, so it's going to be so fun. I'm going to wear it to Magic Kingdom. I cannot wait. It's going to look so cute in front of the castle. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Okay. Vacation is going to get 200. Oops. So That's exciting. $200. Okay, so I have 550 in vacation. So this is actually enough to buy my 4-day Disney pass. So that's cool. Awesome. Anniversary is getting 20. Sorry if you hear this woodwick. It is like super loud. So I don't know if you guys can hear this. It's so loud, but I actually like the crackling of it. It's kind of nice. But if you hear a weird noise, like that's what it is. Anniversary is getting 20. I'm in a weird, like, chatty mood today. I'm sorry. Okay. So now anniversary has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, and 70. So we've kind of come to terms with we may not be able to do our Europe trip for our anniversary next year, but that's okay because my in-laws are taking us to Mexico, and so we'll have that. So that's going to be cool nonetheless. That'll be great. And then we're going to do a trip, just my husband and I. Not sure where yet. Probably just somewhere in the States. A little bit cheaper. But we'll see. A girl can dream. Emergency is getting 20. And I also have a savings, or a sinking, what am I talking about? A savings challenge for my emergency fund. But I do that separately. So emergency has 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. So cool, the first 100 in here. That's awesome. Only have to do that 10 more times, and then I'll have 1,000. Miscellaneous, which is actually my Costco envelope, is getting 100 out of some things that are there. And you know, if you shop at Costco, why am I taking this out? If you shop at Costco, you know that like you can buy 5 things and it's at least $100. So, all right, so adding 100, so it has 110. And then I put my credit card envelope back in here because I still utilize a credit card, and sometimes I use that. And I don't just use a debit card because I want the points from my credit card. So I've been using this still to put money back to the bank, which I took some back today. I took like $440 some dollars. And just paid on my credit card just from what I had spent. So that's it for my high priority binder. And now my lower priority. Let's see. Okay, so beauty is getting skipped this week, but I will count it. Skipping it just because I don't really need anything right now. So it has 20, 30, 35, and 40. My husband got his hair cut last week. I changed my hair color auto ship to January so that I could have it done right before I go on my trip. So I won't need anything for probably like at least about a month. So I'm skipping that this week. Personal is gonna get 5, and it has 10. Okay. Health is going to get 5. Ooh, that's a crisp one. Love it. So it has 10 and 15. Coffee is going to get 5 as well. We spent some of this week, most of it, because Spencer got his beans. So we were down to 5, so now we're up to 10 again. Entertainment is going to get 60. Oops. Okay, so it has 20, 40, 50, 60. This is empty. We bought tickets to a show here, a couple of shows, but we're planning to go to an escape room in next week or the week after with some friends. So putting money in there for that. And shout out to Julie, who is a subscriber, because she told me that she watches this. So hi. Just a hello. She's also a friend. So anyway, but shout out. Gifts is going to get 10. So now Gifts has 10, 20, and 30. Shopping is getting 20 this week. Now it has 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. Okay, taxes will be getting 5. Okay, so now taxes has 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 105, and 110. So this is to get our taxes done probably in February. Okay, so that is it for my lower priority binder. Now moving on to my savings challenges. This one, which I've talked about before, is from BusyGirlBudgets. I'm not starting this one until January, so we'll skip past that once I can get this out. Okay. All right. So the first one we're going to be stuffing is my 50 envelope challenge. And I am putting $30 in here today. I've mentioned this before, but I know I'm not planning on finishing this by the end of the year. I'm going to be working on this until the end of January, so up until I go on my trip to Disney, and whatever I save in it is going to go towards my spending money. So we're adding 30. I'm going to do 10s just because I have a lot of them. I have a lot of money left over here. Let's see. You know what? I'm actually going to do, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that. Okay. So I have, my goodness, this is a mess. All right. 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I'm putting $30 total in this envelope today. So I'm going to just color in the 30 instead of splitting it up. Okay. Cool. So once I organize this, I will count it up. Okay, so far in the 50 envelope savings challenge, I have 51, 152, 220, 230, 240, 245, 250, 255, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63. So I have $263 saved so far in my 50 envelope savings challenge. So that's cool. I love savings challenges. It just seems like it's just easier to save. I don't know why it seems like that, but it sure does. Okay, so for my $1,000 emergency fund challenge, I'm adding 20. Okay, so we'll color in 2 of these 10s. Okay, there's 20. So let's add up what I have so far. So far I have 10, 20, 30, 35, and 40. Okay, awesome. And then in my $500 savings challenge, which is actually a monthly challenge that I do to put $500 minimum per month towards debt, I am adding $200. I already have 100 in here, so I'll have a total of 300. And I already went through and marked off, I put a little dot on all the ones I needed to color in to add up to 200. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm sorry for this glare. So yeah, this is pretty exciting. It's today the 8th, and I already have 300 of the 500 that I wanted to set aside for the month for debt. So that's awesome. Okay. So there's that. And then what I have left should be 200. So let's count. 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 200. Perfect. So grab this. Get this organized here. So total I have 1, 2, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70. Oop, I missed a 20. I was going to say, I thought I had more 20s. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 300. Awesome. Oops. Okay, so that wraps up my cash stuffing. But I also was going to share some of the things that I got for my new setup. So I did a couple shorts on this. So if you've already seen it, like, feel free to just hop off, or you can stay on. I would love that too. Please stay. So first thing that I got obviously is this calculator that I got from Temu, which I love it. I love it. It is so aesthetically pleasing, and like the sound is just so good. And then I got 2 new binders. So I'm going to be using these solid color binders. I might put some stickers on them. I'm not sure. I got a really cute sticker sent to me from Modern Budgeter because I ordered a few things from her. So I'll show those too. So these are just super simple. This is a magnet. But yeah, you get the point. So these are all A6 binders. And then... let's see. I got, get to those in a second. So I got all these budget sheets. This was a huge pack. And I like the 3-ring. I'm going to switch exclusively to these, I think, because it's just easier than pulling a tracker in and out of an envelope. So I'm going to switch to these, and like they match so nicely, and they're double-sided. So love that. This was from Temu. And then, let's see, I'm gonna grab all the rest of my stuff here. Okay, so another Temu thing was all these savings challenges. They're not like laminated, so they're not, they're not reusable or anything. But I think this was only a couple dollars, and it came with all of these. So there's like a $20 one that gets to 100, and they are double-sided, so you can do them twice. This is a $5 one that will get you $300 once you're done. $1,000 savings challenge. Again, they're all double-sided. This one's fun. And I think this is a good idea because sometimes you eat out more often. Like some weeks you eat out more often than others. So to have a savings challenge for it, for like to supplement those weeks that you just end up having to eat out more, this is a good idea. So it's $1,000 and each icon is worth a different amount. So there's 20 and 50. $5,000 savings challenge. Each of these butterflies is $125. We have the classic 100 envelope savings challenge that gets you $5,050 once you complete it. This one is like a create your own, so you can create your target savings and just track your progress. This is a small savings challenge. The total is $500 and you have the amounts in 5, 10, 15, and 20. So that's an easy one if you're don't have a lot left over after your bills and things to work with. This would be an easy one to do. And then, of course, the 52-week savings challenge, that gets you $6,000. So to complete that in a year, that would be awesome. So that was that purchase. And then from Etsy, so those things were all from Temu. So from Etsy, I got these placeholders from Modern Budgeter. They are so beautiful. I am just obsessed with them. They feel so good. Like, why? Why do they feel so good? They're just so nice. So I got 3 of the $1,000 placeholders. And then, move some stuff around here. Then I got 3 of the $500 placeholders. That's awesome. And then she sent this really cute sticker that says, "I'm not high maintenance, I'm low budget fabulous." Love it. Like, I kind of want to put that on one of my binders. I think that's so cute. And then from Aya Plans, who I watch on YouTube all the time, I ordered from her Etsy shop. And she has, excuse me, she has a listing that's like what she considers like oopsies or like items that are not, that are imperfect. And so I ordered a few of her things because they were just really inexpensive and super cute, and she had a Black Friday sale. You guys, the quality of these, I would not even consider to be an oopsie. So like, you have to know that her standards are like so high, and so anything you order from her is going to be very, very, very good. And I'm so happy with these things. So I got the teller slip, which I used for the first time today. Of course, these are laminated, so they're reusable. And I gave it to the teller, and she just thought it was like the coolest thing ever. And she was like, "Where did you get this? I need these. There's people in here that need these." So I was able to show her the Etsy shop. So cute. And then I got these 2 savings challenges. This is an anniversary one, so you can decide how much you want to save, divide that by how many icons there are, and that gives you how much each icon is worth. So I got the anniversary one, and I got the 2024 savings, same deal. You create your own goal for that. So those were really cute. I'm excited to incorporate those. I am doing mainly the Daisy Budgets Every Little Bit Adds Up challenge. And I think that's going to be like my main focus. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to put towards other savings challenges, but I do want to throw in a few like here and there. And then the last thing that I got from Etsy were my new envelopes. I'm so excited because they all have this lovely, lovely font. And this is from All Things Bliss is the name of the shop. So I got envelopes to replace all the envelopes that I had that were the stickers. And then I also added a few new ones. So I added home projects because I want to start a long-term sinking fund for that. I mentioned before we want to redo our bathroom. Hobbies, this one's for my husband, so he can have his own sinking fund for the things that he likes to do, just besides his fun money. And then I'm creating an emergency fund for my dogs. So those are going to be some new ones that are added. So look for the new video that shows my whole new setup coming end of December. We'll start using it in the beginning of January. So that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed watching, then please consider subscribing, liking, or commenting. It would really help to grow my channel, and I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by and for sticking around to the end. If you did, I really appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.